In a groundbreaking shift in the political landscape, Kamala Harris is making waves with her bold stance on cannabis legalization, a position that sets her apart as a historical figure in American politics. As she runs to the left of President Joe Biden on this critical issue, it's clear that she's not just playing politics, she's championing a cause that resonates deeply with millions of Americans. With Biden expressing support for decriminalization, Harris has taken a definitive step forward, advocating for full legalization. This makes her the most progressive major party nominee we've seen on cannabis, challenging the traditional norms that have long governed this debate. But this evolution comes with its share of controversy. Critics argue that Harris's previous opposition to legalization reflects a flip-flop in her views, questioning whether her newfound support is genuine or merely a strategic maneuver to capture the youth vote. Yet her current stance is clear. People should not be going to jail for smoking weed, she asserts, underscoring the historical injustices tied to cannabis-related incarcerations. The conversation around cannabis is no longer just a matter of policy, it's become a defining issue that could sway the 2024 election. Meanwhile, Donald Trump finds himself on the defensive, scrambling to respond to Harris's powerful narrative. As he attempts to navigate this evolving landscape, his reluctance to fully embrace legalization reveals just how far behind he is in understanding the pulse of modern America. Today, we dive into the implications of Harris's position, explore her journey of transformation, and examine Trump's reaction as this political drama unfolds. This is not just about cannabis, it's about the future of American politics. Kamala Harris's current position on cannabis legalization marks a significant turning point in American politics. For years, the debate surrounding cannabis has been mired in stigma and misunderstanding, with countless individuals facing harsh penalties for a substance that many now view as less harmful than alcohol. As a former prosecutor, Harris once upheld strict drug laws, but her evolution to support legalization reflects a broader societal shift towards more progressive policies. Today, she passionately advocates for the legalization of cannabis, arguing that no one should face incarceration for simply smoking weed. Her stance is not just rooted in empathy, it's backed by a strong belief in social justice and equity. Harris highlights the historical injustices of cannabis-related arrests, particularly those disproportionately affecting marginalized communities. We need to legalize it and stop criminalizing this behavior, she insists, recognizing that the war on drugs has wrought untold harm. This perspective resonates with a growing number of Americans who believe that cannabis should be treated like any other consumer product, regulated and taxed rather than criminalized. Furthermore, Harris's position is a strategic one. By embracing cannabis legalization, she is aligning herself with younger voters who overwhelmingly support reform. Polls indicate that nearly 2/3 of Americans favor legalization, and this demographic is crucial for any candidate aiming to secure victory in the 2024 presidential election. Harris is not merely voicing her beliefs, she is tapping into a movement that demands change, positioning herself as a leader willing to challenge the status quo. This alignment with public sentiment showcases Harris's political acumen and commitment to progressive values, setting her apart as a formidable candidate in the race for the presidency. Kamala Harris's journey towards supporting cannabis legalization is not without its complexities. There was a time when she publicly opposed legalization, stating emphatically, "No, I don't agree with that." This has led to criticism, with detractors labeling her a flip-flopper on an issue that many view as a litmus test for progressive politics. However, it's crucial to recognize that evolution is part of political growth. Just as President Obama once opposed same-sex marriage before ultimately championing it, Harris's shift mirrors a broader cultural and political transformation. Her current position as the Democratic presidential candidate in 2024 is significant. Harris stands as the first major party nominee to advocate for cannabis legalization, marking a pivotal moment in U.S. political history. The implications of her stance extend beyond mere rhetoric. They signal a profound shift in how political leaders engage with issues that directly affect the lives of millions. By publicly supporting legalization, Harris not only acknowledges the historical wrongs associated with cannabis prohibition, but also positions herself as a voice of change, resonating with a growing majority who believe that it is time to move forward. Moreover, this evolution invites a broader conversation about the importance of recognizing past mistakes and embracing new perspectives. Critics who focus solely on her previous stance may overlook the progress she has made and the leadership she now exhibits. The question remains, should we penalize leaders for evolving their views, or should we celebrate their willingness to learn and adapt? As Harris stakes her claim on this progressive platform, she challenges not only her opponents, but also the entire political landscape to rethink its approach to cannabis and criminal justice reform. This shift represents not just a policy change, but a potential catalyst for broader social reform. Harris is tapping into a movement that transcends party lines, uniting people from various backgrounds who are advocating for a more just and equitable society. Donald Trump's response to Kamala Harris's stance on cannabis legalization has been nothing short of a political balancing act. In an attempt to regain footing in a shifting landscape, he recently made headlines with his statement on Truth Social, where he acknowledged the need to end the needless arrests and incarceration of adults for small amounts of marijuana. Trump emphasized the importance of smart regulations and safe access to cannabis products, suggesting that he would support state laws that align with these principles. However, his hesitation to endorse federal legalization reveals a deeper concern. He knows that Harris's bold position resonates with a significant portion of the electorate, particularly younger voters. While Trump may recognize the potential political power of supporting cannabis reform, his approach appears tentative and reactive rather than proactive. His comments indicate an awareness of the changing attitudes towards cannabis, yet they lack the conviction and clarity that Harris's advocacy exudes. By sidestepping a full endorsement of federal legalization, Trump seems to be attempting to appease both sides of the debate, appealing to conservatives who remain skeptical while trying to attract progressive voters who demand comprehensive reform. This indecisiveness could undermine his credibility and alienate him from voters who are increasingly looking for authentic leadership on this issue. Moreover, Trump's previous track record on cannabis has not positioned him as a champion of reform. His reluctance to engage meaningfully with the topic, combined with his history of tough-on-crime rhetoric, contrasts sharply with Harris's commitment to social justice and equity. As a result, while Harris embraces a progressive vision for cannabis legalization, Trump appears to be playing catch-up, struggling to articulate a clear and compelling vision for how he would navigate this critical issue. The political stakes are high, and the contrast between Harris's bold leadership and Trump's cautious maneuvering underscores a deeper ideological divide in American politics. As the 2024 election approaches, the cannabis debate will likely play a crucial role in shaping voter sentiments and determining the candidate's chances of success. The question remains, will voters rally behind a leader who advocates for meaningful change, or will they settle for half-hearted measures that fail to address the pressing issues at hand? As the landscape continues to evolve, it is clear that the discourse around cannabis will be a defining feature of the political arena, with implications that extend far beyond the issue itself. Harris's willingness to take a firm stand and advocate for legalization not only positions her as a leader of change, but also challenges the Republican Party to reconsider its stance on social issues that matter to a growing electorate. In the end, the outcomes of these conversations will shape not just the future of cannabis policy, but the broader trajectory of American politics as well. As we navigate this pivotal moment in American politics, the debate surrounding cannabis legalization has become a powerful litmus test for leadership and vision. Kamala Harris's courageous stance not only signals a departure from outdated norms, but also resonates with a generation eager for change. Her evolution from skepticism to advocacy is a testament to the importance of listening, learning, and adapting, qualities essential for any leader aspiring to meet the needs of a diverse electorate. Meanwhile, Donald Trump's cautious approach reveals the challenges of maintaining relevance in an ever-shifting political landscape. As he grapples with the complexities of cannabis reform, his hesitation may leave him vulnerable to a public increasingly drawn to Harris's progressive vision. The stakes are high, and the outcome of this debate will undoubtedly influence the direction of not just cannabis policy, but also the broader conversations surrounding social justice and equity. This isn't just about cannabis, it's about the future we envision for our country. Will we embrace a society that prioritizes understanding and compassion over criminalization, or will we cling to outdated paradigms that perpetuate harm? As we move closer to the 2024 election, it's crucial for voters to engage in these discussions, to hold leaders accountable, and to champion policies that reflect our values. Thank you for joining us today as we explored this critical issue. If you found this discussion enlightening, be sure to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below.